Hey there. So this is your phonics video lesson for Tuesday, February 9th. We are on Unit 4, Lesson 16. You're going to get some new new spelling words today, sorry. So make sure that you have your phonics journal with you so that you can do your spelling work for me today. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. I'm going to share my screen. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Okay, so like I said, we're on lesson 16. The first thing that we're going to do is some chaining. So before we do that, I need to open up my Jamboard. We're going to do some chaining today. I need to delete this. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put a text box in here. Right. Do not need it to be that big. There we go. All right, so the first word that we are going to start with today is the word jumbo. Jumbo. So what you're going to do is you are going to take the jum part of the first word and you're going to change it to gum. You're going to make it say gum. What will the new word be? It's going to be gumbo. That is a food that they make down in New Orleans and Louisiana. I don't really like it, but most people do. All right, so now we're going to take the word gumbo and we are going to say it without bow. So what is the new word going to be? That's right, it's going to be gum. Good. Need to make this bigger, don't I? Stretch that out. Okay. We need to make these bigger. There we go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so we have the word gum. Now we're going to change the to 8. So the new word is gate. Very good. All right, so we're going to change the g sound in gate to l. So the new word is late. Very nice. So now we're going to add p to the beginning of late. We're going to add p. What is the new word? Is plate. Good. So now we're going to change the t sound to n. The new word is plane. Good. All righty. So now we're going to say that word without the ol sound in it. Okay, so we have pain. Good. So now we're going to change the a to ah. So we have pan. Good. Now we're going to add the sound z to the end. We have pans. Good. All right. So now we're going to change the p sound to we have hands. That's a little bit of a stretch. I don't know where that D sound came from. But now we're going to say it without the Z sound. So we have hand. Good. All right. So now we're going to change the and to ope. We're going to change the and sound to ope. Have hope. Very good. So now we're going to change the p sound to mm. We have home. Very good. All right, and now we're going to change the h sound to k. It is comb. Good. Okay, so we started the word with the word jumbo. We made one little change to each word, and we ended up with the word comb. Good. Okay, so that was our chaining. So now we're going to do our sentences and look at one word in the sentence, and then we're going to manipulate the blends in that word, okay? So our first sentence is, there were many bold words in the book. We have the word bold, we have bold. Old is the blend. So we're going to get rid of the first sound of the blend. So we're going to get rid of the ul. So now we have bowed. Bowed. What is the new word? It is bowed. Like if you bend something, it's bowed. All right, the next sentence is, I love to go to summer camp. Camp is the word we are focusing on. If we break apart the word camp, we have camp. Cam. The is the blend. We're going to get rid of the first sound of the blend. So now we have cap. Cap. So the new word on the curve is cap. Very good. Our next sentence is, the man walked with a limp. Limp. Let's break that word apart. We have limp. Is the blend. We're going to get rid of the part and just say lip, lip. So the new word on the curve is lip. Good. Our next sentence. There were many frogs that lived in the swamp. Swamp. Swamp is the blend. We're going to get rid of the sound, and now it's just swamp. Swap. So the new word on the curve is swap. Good. All right, in our last sentence, if you leave your bike outside, it might rust. Rust. So we have rust is the blend. We're going to get rid of the sound. We just have rut. Rut. So the new word on the curve is rut. Good. All right, spoonerism time. All right, so today's spoonerism is kind of silly. It is dump jubble dutch. Dump jubble dutch. And if you don't ever do like skip rope, you won't know what this is supposed to be saying at all. So here it is. Dump jubble dutch. What do you think that's supposed to say? Jump double dutch. You know, double dutch is when you have a rope in each hand and you swing them like this, and so you're jumping on two ropes at the same time. It's double dutch. All right, so our learning targets for today are, I can practice my new spelling words, I can partner read the story The Florist, and I can complete my persuasive writing piece, which we're not doing that part. We're not doing the writing part. We do enough writing with wit and wisdom. All right, so we have a new list of spelling words this week. And these are words that you will be studying and practicing at home. But let's look at these words together first, okay? This week's spelling words, they all have the E sound, and they are spelled 4 different ways, okay? We have the E consonant E spelling. We have EE spelling, EA spelling, and then E by itself. But they all say E. Okay, so here we are. We have E consonant E. We have the word Eve. See, we have E consonant E. We have the word complete. E, consonant E. For the EE spelling, we have creek, week, and meeting. For the E by itself, we have she, we, fever, zero, and pretend. For the EA spelling, we have squeak, meal, wheat, and seal. And this is it's like the animal seal. All right, and then we have the tricky word, and our tricky words for today is people. Okay. So here are our words. We have Eve. Say these with me, please. Eve, complete, creek, week, meeting, she, we, fever, zero, pretend, squeak, meal, wheat, and seal. And then the tricky word is people. So now we're going to find the E spelling in each word, the E sound spelling in each word. So for Eve, we have E, consonant E. Complete, E, consonant E. Creek has EE. Week has EE. Meeting has EE. She has what? What part of that word says E? The E by itself. Good. We has what spelling? The E by itself. Fever. What's the spelling for fever? It's the E by itself. Zero has the E by itself. Pretend has the E by itself. What about squeak? What part of squeak says E? The EA, good. And the word meal has what spelling for the E sound? The EA, good. Wheat has the EA. And seal has the EA, good. And then our tricky word is people. All right, so worksheet 16.1 is your grown-ups letter, the parent letter, and it has the list of spelling words on it. Okay, so here's the letter for your parents, your grown-up, and here is the list of spelling words. Okay, so there's nothing really for you to do on 16.1 other than just make sure that your grown-up reads it. Okay, all righty. So our story for today is called The Florist. So a florist is a person who arranges flowers into pretty bouquets, like the one that this girl is holding. She's probably a bride. I see a big white fluffy dress on behind her. So that is a bouquet. So the first place Kim will go to look for a job in Manhattan is a florist shop. So by looking at the picture and thinking about what I just told you a florist is, what do you think is sold at a florist shop? They're gonna sell flowers. You guys see all the flowers? There's all these bouquets of flowers. That is what you buy at a florist shop. So let's preview the spellings. Okay, so we have two tricky words today that we're gonna look at. We have the word building. And the letter U-I together, the letters U and I, are tricky and unexpected because they stand for the I sound. But otherwise, the rest of the word is sounded out as expected. So we have building. So you don't hear that U at all. You just hear the I, building, okay? And then people is one of our spelling words for the week, and it is tricky because we don't hear that O at all. We just hear E, people. All right, so some of the spellings that we are going to see in today's story. We have the I sound in the word sights, side, right, bright, and tired. And we have some other multi-syllable words. We have underground, has 3 syllables. Hundreds has 2 syllables. Skyscrapers, 3 syllables. Hester, 2. Aster, 2. And larkspur has 2. So let's go over some vocabulary. A skyscraper is a very tall building, very tall, okay, very, very tall. Throngs. If you look at this picture very carefully, you will be able to see that those little dots are all people. And so a throng is a large group of people, okay? Hold on. Yeah, my pages all messed up. Here we go. Okay. So throng is a big, large group of people. We have the phrase ringing up people, and that is when the cashier totals up the amount that you are trying to purchase, like of all of the items together. And then larkspur and aster, these are different types of flowers. And then underground obviously means you are below the ground, like in a subway. The subways in Manhattan and New York are under the ground, so they're below the surface of the earth. Bright means to be giving off a lot of light. And a lifelong dream is something like a goal that you have that you work towards for a long period of time. So before we read the story with each other, we're going to look at some illustrations of Hester and Kim and Kurt on page 73. And I want you to think about what you predict is happening. What would be a good caption for this illustration that I am about to show you right now? Okay, so we are going to look at a picture on page 73. And I want you to think about what would be a good caption or title for what is happening in this picture. We're going to be on page 73. Here's the table of contents. The florist starts on page 70. All right, so here we are on page 73. So I want you to pause the video for a minute, look at this picture very carefully. What do you think would be a good caption to tell what is happening in this picture? And after you have made your prediction about what would be a good caption, you can go ahead and hit play. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the story together. The story is called The Florist. Kim led Kurt up the stairs from the subway underground to the street. Kurt was tired from his subway ride, but the sights and sounds of Manhattan woke him up. He sensed the rush of hundreds of cars and trucks. He looked up at the tall buildings. Some of the tallest skyscrapers seemed to stretch up to the clouds. He looked at the throngs of people in the streets. Kim grabbed his hand and led him down the street. "Let's go," Kim said. "I told the florist I would be there by 2." Soon they reached the florist shop. This shop owner was thin, old, and had gray hair. She did not smile. She said, "My name is Hester. I own this shop. She had a mean look on her face. Hi, I'm Kim. The ad in the paper says you are hiring a helper. You got that right, said Hester. Have you ever had a job ringing up people and taking their cash? No, but I think I would be good at it. I'm good at math. Have you ever had a job at a florist shop? Hester asked. No, but it sounds like fun. Can you tell Larkspur from Aster? No, but you could teach me. Is it your lifelong dream to have a job as a florist? Hester asked. Well, I don't think so, said Kim. At this point, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm just trying to find a summer job. Then I will go back to college in the fall. Old Hester sighed. Well, that was the wrong thing to say, she said. I need someone who will stay. You may be bright, but I won't hire someone who will leave at the end of summer. Okay, thank you for your time, said Kim with a cheerful voice. Later, when they were back outside, Kurt said, that florist was kind of mean. At least I know that's not the right job for me, Kim said. So what did you think? What was your prediction for the caption for that picture on page 73? Did you tell your learning partner or did you tell me? What's happening? What was happening in that picture? I see. This is old Hester, and it looks like she's trimming some branches off of a tree. And there's Kim and Kurt in the background, and they kind of look like they're afraid to talk to her. Like maybe they're kind of nervous. Like Kurt's looking up at Kim, like, and she does not look happy at all. She was not very nice. All right, so tell me, guys, what is a florist? Right? A florist is a person who arranges flowers into bouquets to sell. What did Hester want to hire someone to do? Like what was Kim trying to get a job doing? Hester wanted to hire someone to ring up the people and to take their cash or their money for the flowers. What 4 questions does Hester ask Kim? And we might need to go back into the reading to find those 4 questions. So let's go back. All right, here's the first question. Have you ever had a job ringing up people and taking their cash? That's question 1. Have you ever had a job at a florist shop? That's question 2. Question 3, can you tell Larkspur from Aster? And question 4 is it your lifelong dream to have a job as a florist? So those are the 4 questions. Have you ever had a job ringing up people and taking their cash? Have you ever had a job at a florist shop? Can you tell Larkspur from Aster? And is it your lifelong dream to have a job as a florist? Why does Hester tell Kim that she said the wrong thing? Well, Kim said that she was leaving at the end of summer, and Hester does not want to hire someone for just a short time. She wanted to hire someone for a long time. What adjectives or describing words would you use to describe Hester? Think about what did she look like? How did she act? Those are adjectives that describe her. Ooh, hello, kitty. There's your tail. You can see your hair. So we know that she was older. We know that she had gray hair. We know that Kurt says she was mean, and she did seem very cranky. So those are always adjectives to describe Hester. I need to get back to my computer, kitty. All right, now this looks like a lot of work, but listen, guys, you're not going to do it. Okay, this is for one of the other teachers that I do this for. She's going to do this with her class. Okay, so the only thing that you need to worry about is worksheet 16.1 that has the spelling words on it and the letter to your parents. We don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, so our learning target for today, practice my new spelling words, which I'm about to tell you what you're going to do. And partner read the story The Florist, which we just did. And remember, we are not doing this third learning target. So we are all finished with your lesson for today. But remember, you have new spelling words. So you are going to practice your new spelling words in your phonics journal. You're going to turn to page 51. Okay, now guys, I know that last week when I made the video and I showed you exactly how I wanted you to write your spelling words. I remember this. I even described to you how I wanted you to say the word, spell the word, say the word in a box formation, not straight across in a line. Okay? There's a reason that I don't want you to do that, because when your brain is singing you write it, if you write your words close together, it's going to say EVE, EVE, EVE. That's not going to look like one word 3 times. That's going to look like one big word. So if you write your words straight across this time, I'm going to send it back to you and I'm going to ask you to redo it the way that I've asked you to do it. Okay? So you're going to write your words in a box formation. Okay? You're going to write the word E-V-E. Then you're going to go to the next line right underneath it and write E-V-E. E-V-E. Okay? So you're going to say Eve. E-V-E. Eve. You're going to do the same thing. You guys can fit 2 or 3 words on a line and it'll take up the page. Okay? So if you send me your words and they're written across this time, or they're only written once this time, I'm not going to accept them. Okay? I want you to do it a specific way because that is the way that it's best for your brain to comprehend and your brain to remember what the word looks like. Okay? All right. So you are going to do that on page 51. You're going to write each spelling word 3 times today, and it is not due until Thursday. I'll give you 2 days to do it. So it's Thursday. It'll be due on Thursday. And I want you to remember, say the word, spell the word, say the word as you were writing it on page 51. Okay? All right. So it is time for our magical word of the day. What could it be? I feel like I'm running out of things to say in my room, but I feel like there's not a million things in here. How about scarf? Let's go with scarf. I have a scarf over there. The magical word for today is scarf. You guys want to see my kitten? See what she's doing right now? Minerva, say hi. Say hi, little humans. Yeah, hi, little humans. Okay, anyway, so your magic word is scarf. The only assignment that you have for today is after you watch the video, do your spelling words 3 times each in box formation. Okay, you don't have any worksheets to work on today. And so that's it. It's super easy peasy. You're going to reread the story. So you will do that. You'll reread the story, do your spelling, and that's it. So you guys have a great afternoon, okay? And I'll talk to you later. Bye.